Hey knife enthusiasts, how you all doing today? Want to do a short video on wood jewel knives from Finland. They have Lori Blades, which is a blade company out of Finland that makes blades for a lot of the people who make traditional puukko knives and all sorts of Finnish knives. Some very high-end companies, some more reasonable companies. This one's reasonable. Let's dive in. So you got a traditional sheath here, very soft type of leather with a little drain hole over there. Functional. You tie it to something, you know, not gonna win any contest, but they do a good job, and it feels like they have some kind of liner in there. Yeah, there's some kind of plastic liner so you don't cut through. This guy's a beastie. This is a Luku type knife. Then you saw that movie Sisu. I think this is the one he stabs a guy through the head with. Yes, we stab on this channel. And a very traditional rat tang that goes through, and they pin it down at the end. So this is not going to be a beater knife. This is not going to be something that you're using for batoning all day, but it'll do the job. Beautiful Scandi grind on that, like I said. The funny thing is, their steels, stainless, I don't think they use Swedish steels. I think they're using the XR50 stuff that they use on a lot of the German knife steels, which is really like a 416. I'm wondering why they're not using the Scandinavian, the 14CN. But they're carbon steel blades. They're actually using 80 CR, whatever that stuff is. You know, stuff that Winkler uses, and he charges like $350, $400 for his knives. It's a very good steel and very nicely finished. You know, no bells or whistles. It's got a little bit of brass over here. Nice wood handle. Very hand filling. I'm always talking about they're not hand filling. This is a little too hand filling for me. But let's see how it carves over here. Let's, oh yeah. Oh my God, look at that curl, guys. That's fantastic. Yeah, this is a woodworking knife. Again, it's got the Scandi grind on there. I'm sure it'll hog wood. Oh yeah. And let's see if we can notch. See, it's a little wide to get my thumb behind it for a notch, but it'll do it. Pretty cool anyway. They call this brand, what do they call this model? Yeah, they call it a Luku. Fantastic. 175 millimeters, whatever the hell that is. Anyway, that's number one. Get in there. Get in there. Number two, we have a puukko style knife. And these are actually come from a company called Lamnia. They're out of Finland also. They do a great job in pricing and shipping. Anything over $150 is free. Otherwise, I don't know how much it is in the United States because I don't want to pay shipping. So I just make sure I spend enough. Anyway, handmade in Finland. Same type of traditional sheath over here. This one, though, is a little prettier. Look at this. I'm afraid of pulling these out, I'm going to slice something. Yeah, it also has an insert, but up here you can slice it. Look at that beautiful handle on that. Can you see that? There's some nice curly birch there. This is actually reindeer and some brass. These knives are not expensive, guys. You got to check them out, and they have sales every once in a while. So we're talking about a knife in the $30 to $50 range. What a nice handle on that. I wish there was a little bit more up front, but it actually does a good job. Fits in the hand. Look at that. I got enough room to put my whole hand on there. And I bet this thing also, look at that. It's kind of a high Scandi on that. It's kind of nice. Oh my God, this thing just wants to bite. Wow. So again, a little bit skinny for my hand, but that's a me problem. I'm sure you can get ones with you know, bigger handles. Look at that thing. That's what Scandis do. They bite. They just bite. Yeah, this will throw a ferro rod. A little bit rough finish, which is nice. The knife company does not finish them, so that's what you're paying for. If you get something like Ati, I don't know how to pronounce it, AHTI or something, they make a very nice knife. They're a lot more expensive. They're getting the blades from the same place. They probably just polish it and finish it. Oh yeah, this is a woodworking knife. Look at that. And look at that nice. They left the tip on that thing, right? They went to the end, so we can do a little drilling and not worry about it. Find knives like this and others on knifeenthusiast.com. Thanks for watching.